also talk a little bit about your initiatives because you obviously been very proactive. Obviously in the implementation of law, like volunteering with Sao Paulo Football Club, like always having kind of like your hands in what's happening in the industry and the sports law field. And obviously already as a student, you took initiative creating a sports law group, being part of a specialization course for sports professionals. Talk a little bit about how these early initiatives impacted your career down the road, and a little bit about why it's so important for students that are coming up now to be proactive, take initiative if they want to have a successful sports career.
First of all, I must say you that I'm very rude sports fan
Yeah.
since I was born.
Yeah.
So when I decided to become a lawyer, I try to construct an option to be a lawyer and work with something that I love.
Right.
I feel that's very important. If you are a student and you love arts, you love music,
Yeah.
there is a issue. There is an issue that you can stay into in cultural issues, in musical issues, in audiovisual issues at all. If you like, you are very interested in finance, you are able to choose something that work with something that you like,
Yep.
and doing this, you work every day with more motivation. So, in 1998, I was working as it was I was a student. I was there doing an experience, a estágio, like we say here in Brazil,
Mm.
and I tried to put myself into something that I really like. That was in my last year of college. It came the general sports law in Brazil,
Yeah.
and I read that and said, now we have a sports law issue to develop here in this law firm. So what I can say to the students that are listening us, choose something that you like.
Yeah.
And, work, it's not my phrase, but work with something that you love, you will never work one day in your life. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, it is.
and after, trying to have most experience. When I said to you that I had three cases that were very important in my career until now, I'm saying you that the most important cases I will have in the future will be the transformation, the constitution into club associations to SAFs, to companies,
Yeah.
because I helped to make this law,
Right.
and now I would like to work with very big clubs. I'm seeing very big clubs make this transformation. I work with something about 10 or 15 SAFs nowadays,
Yeah.
and it will be the most important issue in my career
Right.
to now to the future, from now to the future. And I had studied, I had wrote a lot of articles. I had something like dedicated my career to study why Brazilian clubs needed to be associations,
Yeah.
and why could we not could we change this, and how could we change this situation.
Right.
So from now I will work with something that I had been studying for 20 years.
Mm.
So I'm very prepared and I'm very excited to work with this issue. And not just for me, but for all colleagues that are nowadays working with SAFs. SAFs
Yeah.
created lots of uh, jobs in Brazil
Right.
for lawyers,
Yeah.
for bankers, for people of contability,
Yeah.
for media specialized.
Right.
I use it to say that SAF creates more jobs, post of city of jobs in Brazil that the two, even though the government in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So from now, I believe that what I could say for a student, try to find something that excited you, try to create it something new,
Mm,
do your contribution to the new stuff in the, no matter the area you work, if you work with tax, if you work with litigation,
right.
try to create something new,
Yeah.
and you will be very excited to see the changes you are helping to do in the scenario of the issue you decided to explore in your career.
Absolutely.